This is an introduction to the Sirui Traveler 7C carbon fiber tripod.
I'm filming a unboxing.
First of all, I just want to say thank you to Sirui for sending me the 7C carbon fiber tripod. It's actually been really great to work with, and I just want to say thank you for sending it my way to test out. Now, there are two versions of the Traveler tripod by Sirui. One version is the 7A, and the other version is the 7C. 7A is made of aluminum, so I don't know, the A must be for aluminum, must stand for aluminum. The 7C is the carbon fiber, that's the one I have, and it makes it extremely lightweight, perfect for traveling. So this tripod is super compact when it's broken down to strap to your bag. It's at about 19 inches and then gets to a max height of about 5 feet. I'm 5'9", and it's actually a perfect height for me. One of the things you're able to do is actually reverse the head for low angle views. Now this comes in really handy when you don't want to necessarily stick your camera on the ground, especially if it's wet, but it allows you to get some dynamic, interesting shots with that low angle view. Another feature of the 7C is the monopod mode. So what you can actually do is unscrew one of the legs, take the extending arm, screw those together, and then you have a monopod, which is perfect for traveling. And then you have two options if you want to use the tripod or the monopod, which is a little bit more mobile even than this tripod. There's a few different things you want to look for in a travel tripod. One of them is the weight, the other is just the versatility, and having that monopod on there is absolutely fantastic. There is a hook on the vertical arm, and that can be used for either a weight or, just to put your bag. Kind of holds down the tripod a little bit because it is lightweight, so sometimes you might need to weigh it down. But that hook is also an Allen wrench, so if you take it all the way out, you have a handy little tool for whatever you might need it for. A couple different options when it comes to the feet. You have the rubber feet, which I primarily keep on, but then you also have some stainless steel spikes. Again, it's perfect for travel. If you're in the dirt anywhere and you just need to anchor it down a little bit, put those spikes on and you'll be good to go. The ball head is a 360-degree ball head base, which is perfect for time lapse or if you want to do any panoramic images. So there's a lot of great features with this Traveler 7C by Sirui. All right, so here's a few things that I actually really like about this Sirui travel tripod, and one of the things is that this carbon fiber, it's super light. So you're able to just attach it to your bag, and you don't even have to, you hardly know that it's there. So you don't have to worry about being bogged down by a big tripod. This is super light, easy to travel with, and fits basically the length of your bag. Another thing that I really like is actually these numbers on the bottom part of the tripod. Sometimes, you might be wondering if you're even or not, but here you can just kind of match up the numbers on each leg, or if you need to, remember, set up for one shot that may be uneven, go to a different spot, but then go back to that spot. You kind of can take a gauge of where your tripod's at with those numbers. The monopod mode is fantastic on this. Being able to go from a tripod to a monopod with just a couple turns of the wrist and having it all compact right here in a travel tripod. I mean, really, you don't have to carry a separate monopod, if you need to be a little bit more versatile, and then bringing out a separate tripod. It's all right here in this one travel system. I really like the inverse shooting, how you can, basically flip the ball head so that it's upside down. The camera will be upside down. You can get really close to the ground without actually having your camera on the ground, because sometimes, like right now where I'm at, the ground is wet. So you don't want your camera on the ground getting wet. So being able to have the camera off the ground, you know, secure on a tripod, but get those really close to the ground shots, I think that's really cool. And then another thing I really like is this accessory port, because a lot of times, like if I attach a mic to a tripod or something, you know, I use one of those clamps that you have to use for the arm. So I can put that arm right into this quarter thread and, you know, I'm good to go. I don't need to worry about bringing extra clamps along with me. When you're traveling around and kind of being run and gun, you want to be as light as possible. And so having that accessory port, I think, is a fantastic feature, and then you don't have to worry about those clamps. So a couple things I think this tripod or Sirui could improve on is, you know, this ball head is fine, but it's not like an amazing ball head mount for your camera. You definitely do not want to have your heaviest cinema rig on this setup right here. But if you're traveling around, you don't want to have your biggest cinema rig with you anyway. So that's not a huge deal. But like I said, the ball head is fine. It's not amazing by any means. Now, another thing that could be improved on, and this is not a big deal because I probably won't use this anyway, but the case that this tripod comes in, I feel like that if you have it in the weather, the material that it is, I feel like it's gonna break apart really easily. But like I said, I mean, that's not a huge deal. I'm probably not gonna even use that case anyway. I'll probably just strap it to my backpack. But you might have issues, you know, like a couple years down the road with that case and it falling apart, especially if it gets rained on, if it's in the weather of any kind. Well, thank you, Sirui, for sending me this 7C travel tripod. It's lightweight, carbon fiber. It's a great tripod. I highly recommend using it. You can check out the link down in the description. Well, that's really all I have for this video. If you have time, maybe stick around, watch one of these videos that's popping up on your screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.